Hello and welcome. We are going to talk today about how to find love now. And I invited you all here because I was asked recently, do you believe in love at first sight? And yes, I do. And the reality of that is this: you can fall in love at first sight, but wouldn't it be easier to fall in love at first sight if you knew who you were looking for? That's how it happens. If you really have a clear understanding of who you are in your life and who you're looking to invite into your life, it makes it so much easier. So with that, I'm going to invite you into my PowerPoint presentation. And I'm going to help you understand how to make that happen. Super simple, but it's not super obvious. So simple is not always simple. You may be successful in your professional and personal life, and you are ready for this chapter of your life to include the right romantic partner. But what you've been doing is not working. Would you like me to show you how to attract the love of your life to you? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being low, 10 being high, put in the chat, how confident are you that you know exactly who you are looking for, how and where to find them, and what steps to take to connect appropriately with them? So we can take a look at that. The Art of Relationshiping presents 5 simple steps to leaving Lonely Island by attracting your soul-satisfying sweetheart. Are you ready to invite the kind of love you will want to love for good? Are you ready to be wildly in love? The kind of love movies and songs are written about. However, things haven't worked out as you thought they should. When it comes time to your love life, do you feel you are alone on a deserted island? Imagine this feeling is like being on a deserted island. It may be a wonderful island with everything you need, but eventually you realize something is missing. Eventually, you'd like to share the incredible life you're enjoying with someone, but not just anyone. Imagine you're on your deserted island. The weather is wonderful. The fishing and coconuts are bountiful, and you don't have a care in the world. Eventually, you may wish to share your experience with someone else, someone you find interesting, who is also interested in you. You really want to be with your person, hand in hand, dancing in the sand, together. You want to share life's adventures with someone who makes you laugh, someone who makes you feel safe, who you will look out for and who will care for you, and you want to look out for and care for them. You come up with a brilliant idea to send a message in a bottle and throw it into the ocean. Voila! In no time at all, you are thrilled to discover a bottle with a message appears on your shore. You open it up, and the response surprises you, but not in the way you expect. The message you get back says something totally different from what you were hoping. You're looking for a partner to share all the wonders your brilliant life offers. The communication you got back was like nonsense or a one-word answer. Hey, or maybe it was inappropriate or rude or all about them. And they put all the responsibility of their misfortune on you. Simply put, it was not at all what you were looking for. Does this somehow sound like your love life? Rather than being excited about sharing a life together, you then become anxious, disappointed, think maybe you're not worthy and like you're better off alone, and maybe you need to protect yourself. You're fine as you are. And still, you'd like to be able to attract someone who is deeply in love with you and your life. You'd like to laugh and partner with your person in a meaningful way, someone who loves you for exactly who you are. You'd like to go to sleep with, wake up with, and enjoy every moment in between with your person. But where is the pillow talk? That intoxicating, passionate, walking on air type of love you can bond with, the one that makes you feel safe, secure, valued, and valuable, who you're eager to share your day with, life's adventures with, challenges and celebrations with. You are ready to regain the confidence that you are worthy enough and dateable. You're ready to know who to date, how to have fun together, and how to up-level a relationship so you don't let love pass you by. You deserve a great relationship that makes you feel fulfilled. But you find you're not picking well because when you're brave enough to send the message out that you're available, you get wrapped up in someone who leaves you feeling less than, unworthy, and you lose your self-confidence and trust, as well as any hope there's someone out there for you. What I'm talking about is the messages you are sending. Are you attracting the relationships you want? I've helped thousands of people understand their relationship challenge and discover their dream come true relationship. So I have a little interactive activity here. Can you count on your hand or hands? Can you relate to any of the following challenges? If you feel that in your relationships at any point you have felt, I have a hard time trusting myself in intimate relationships. If you identify with that, count it as 1. I can negotiate difficulties in relationship, or I can't negotiate difficulties in relationships. If you identify that, add another one. I'm hesitant to take on new challenges. I don't know how to advocate for myself. I'm too fearful to say what I need. If you've felt any of those, you've counted up to 5. So keep going. I'm too fearful to bring up difficult topics, thinking we will break up. I feel invisible. The message I receive from impactful people in my life are blocking me from living my life my way. It's hard to bounce back from mistakes. You could have up to 10 now. I'm not young enough, thin enough, or firm enough, rich enough, or showy enough to be attractive enough. Just count that as 1. I tend to be a perfectionist. I'm not lovable enough. I keep repeating the same negative relationships, and I don't want that again. I don't deserve to be in a relationship. I have a hard time believing people like me. I'm not matchable. I'm not enough. I wanted to have a family, but I'm getting too old to have my own children. I experience a lot of social anxiety. I have a harsh inner critic. I feel the need to prove myself. Okay, so you've probably counted potentially more fingers than you have. And here's the deal. If you've got like 1 to 4, let's help rebuild your life worth living and your confidence and your ability to be relationship ready. If you're at 4 to 8, pay attention. We probably need to talk. And anywhere above that, pay attention and listen for what could go wrong. Listen to these emotions and what they're signaling to you. They're like pain receptors telling you something is not right, and you can and should do something about it before it affects your job, your health, your relationships further. And it's time to take care of yourself. Again, I've helped thousands of people understand their relationship challenge and discover their relationship dream come true. So, how do you deal with that? When people come to me and I actually help them become relationship ready and find their relationship dream come true, Initially, they could not achieve their dream come true until we worked together, but they understood this is a signal that it's time to reach out to get some help. And now they say things like, I trust myself in intimate relationships. I can negotiate challenges. I know how to advocate for myself. I am confident enough to say what I need. I can bring up difficult topics, knowing it will bring us closer. I'm visible. I feel heard. My voice is valued. I'm valued. The messages I receive from impactful people in my life are supporting me to live my life my way. I'm genuinely loved as 100% myself in every relationship. I'm perfect exactly as I am in a relationship. I know how to connect in a way that I don't need to repeat negative relationship patterns. I deserve to be in a relationship. I have supportive guides as a good relationship role model. I'm matchable. I am enough. I have a family of my own. I feel safe and am genuinely loved as my authentic self. Screech halt. Everyone has a story. Would you like to know a little bit about mine? Do you recognize any of these organizations? I've spent over 35 years working for the companies you see represented on this slide, helping them improve all of their relationships with their clients and helping the individuals within these organizations attract the right relationships in their lives. I've always been the go-to person for the real conversations to help people navigate the hard stuff, professionally and personally. On my personal side, I dreamed of meeting, dating, enjoying the thrill of getting engaged and marrying my dream come true. And it happened. We had the most incredible romance, trusting partnership, and we built a life, a home, and a family together. It was perfect until he died, leaving me head of household, sole parent, and you guessed it, single. The pain of loss was so great, I thought I could never love again. I figured it out, created the guide to help others through life challenges, and now I'm living a full and happy, fulfilled life. I'm Michelle Hoffman, international best-selling author, speaker, and relationship specialist. Here's just a few things that I've done, and just a little secret insider, I've got 2 new books coming out and 1 in the hopper, all about how to find love now for you, because I am really good at helping people get from that pain island to pleasure island. I help people go from lonely to love, and here is how I can help you find love. If you're single, you could be asking yourself, what are the new dating rules of engagement? How do you send the right message to attract the right partner? And how do you go from lonely to love to live your love story? If you are somebody who for a long time has wanted to take action to create and rebuild the way you feel and live your one precious life, making every day a dream come true, and you're ready to find your other half to make you whole, to feel endlessly in love, and you've wondered, what are the missing steps? What is it the happy people holding hands have? What's the secret? I'm going to show you my way that has worked for countless relationships for over 30 years. And here's an example from her voice.
Hi, my name is Terry Roseman, and I've been working with Michelle Hoffman at relationshipping101.com for the last several weeks. And it has changed my relationship with myself and with the online dating process. Whatever type of relationship you are interested in working on, Michelle Hoffman is the person to reach out to help guide and coach you through the process. I've went from not wanting to have anything to do with online dating to having fun with online dating. And I invite you to have fun with your relationships as well by reaching out to Michelle Hoffman at relationshipping101.com.
So there, you've heard it from the horse's mouth. And she's just one success story. She's so happy in her relationship right now. So who is this for? If dating seems like the last thing you want to do and you just wish you could totally be yourself without walking on eggshells or being worried about what you say or do, and you are ready to be in love with someone who utterly loves you exactly as you are, so you feel like a teenager floating in love. This is for singles who are genuinely done feeling alone and lonely, stuck in an endless cycle of dating the wrong ones, and ready to attract and fall in love with the right one. If you are on the heels of heartache and you are ready to be head over heels in love with someone who loves you exactly as you are you ready? Have you put your life on hold waiting for the right relationship to come along? Are you ready to banish the anxiety of loneliness? Stop dreading embarrassing social engagements as a third wheel. Party of one. Break free from the blocks preventing you from trusting yourself. Put an end to the sabotage that leaves you feeling unworthy in failed relationships. Overcome the games and manipulation of dysfunctional partnerships. Resolve the pain keeping you stuck in a cycle of negative experiences. Stop the destructive dating cycle, crushing your self-confidence, self-worth, and self-esteem, leaving you feeling unattractive, unworthy, and outright angry. And steer clear of the pitfalls and dangers of destructive connections. Be done wasting your time, money, life, and feeling embarrassed by dating mistakes. I'm going to show you my way that has worked for countless relationships for over 30 years. I promise that if you stick with me for the next 45 minutes, you will see the step-by-step strategy to find the love of your dreams so you can enjoy the rest of your life blissfully in love with the right person who's dreaming about loving you right now. You will learn how to send the message to call them to you. You are about to learn how to have fun with the right dates and not waste time on the wrong ones. You will learn the reason you've been stuck in this cycle for years and how to break free from it. How to attract, keep, and enjoy the right love for you without suffering years of the wrong one, so you can enjoy that walking on air type of love for the rest of your life. Why you're not to blame for failed relationships and why dating hasn't worked. You will learn how to maintain your individuality while being part of a healthy relationship. And you will learn the missing piece of the puzzle, which is why you've been struggling as the odd one out for far too long. How will this change your life? You'll understand what a relationship dream come true is for you and what's been blocking you from a relationship like others are enjoying. You'll learn to position yourself as the right kind of attractive to attract the right kind of partner for you. And it will change your life because you will learn the quickest way to recognize your perfect partner so they don't slip by. You'll confidently steer clear of the wrong relationships to feel what true love feels like and navigate the good ones to have fun dating and avoid mistakes. Then attract a high quality person to you and up-level the right one. My promise to you, much like developing a resume may have helped you position yourself for professional success, understanding your professional profile, whether you use it for online dating or not, will help you represent yourself accurately so someone will fall in love with the real you. This is a step-by-step strategy to profoundly set the foundation to attract the right partnership without the worry of cycling negative relationship challenges to live your life with love and the freedom to be in joyful happiness and purpose with a partner who enjoys the real you. I just want to take a second to check in with you and see where you're at. Does this sound like you? Do you sabotage when you feel like you're getting too close or feel like you're not enough and you don't know how to feel safe and secure in a relationship? Do your friends and family wonder why you can't find your person? Have you put parts of your life on hold until you're in a relationship? Would you prefer to stay home to avoid going to your reunions and gatherings because you hate feeling like a failure in relationship? Have you resigned yourself to living alone with your dog or multiple cats because you can't seem to figure out how to make a relationship work? Do you regularly wake up in the morning regretting there is no one excited to wake up next to you, to look forward to sharing the day with you? Do you wonder, how can I learn to pick the right ones and not let it hurt my confidence when they reject me? Dating is different than it used to be. It's easy to find emotionless sex. It's difficult to have a relationship. Do you know how to attract the right relationship for you? Will you ever be able to find the right love? Will you recognize it when you see it? Are you swiping left on the ones who should be by your side? Has love passed you or gone unnoticed? Have you missed your chance at love? Are you attractive enough? If someone shows up, will you make the right choice? Do you think you have to manipulate and play games so someone doesn't stop thinking about you? Are you quality enough to attract the right relationship? Will you get caught in a bad situation? What is holding you back? Will you know what to do when you recognize a wonderful opportunity? Will you know how to show them you are the one for them? The real problem is the entire approach to dating has changed. If you haven't sent out the right messages to establish the foundation of a brilliant relationship from the beginning, and you feel defeated when you are rejected, then that's because you're on the wrong cycle, on the wrong strategy. You're sending out the wrong messages. You're attracting the wrong people. And it's okay if you feel rejected by the wrong people, by the way, because you don't really want to be with them anyway. If any of those sound like you, then I have good news. None of those are the real problem. They're just the symptom. This is for you if you're done feeling alone and lonely and you're ready for the right love of your life to come into your life and love you exactly as you are. The real problem is you didn't know the 5 simple steps. And once you make them, you will wake up with the kind of attention that will boost your ego, energy, vitality, and confidence in all the right ways. You'll go to bed and enjoy pillow talk. Nudge, nudge, say no more. You'll feel valued and valuable. You'll stop waiting to enjoy life. You look forward to life celebrations. You will look in the eyes of your partner and love the reflection you see. You will feel safe, happy, content, and at peace, and your sex life will return. You'll want to be seen naked. We crave connection. However, we are not taught how to connect. We're not taught how to find or be in these meaningful relationships. There were no relationshiping 101 classes. Many of us didn't have great role models at home, in our family, in our friendship circles, at work, or in our community. We don't know what we don't know, but now you will. Through these 5 simple steps, you'll discover exactly who you are looking to share your life with and how to attract this person to you. You will learn to take the simple steps to find true love without settling. Use the relationshiping tools that will spark your dating life and keep the relationships going from chemistry to casual to committed. Develop your relationship building strategy. Know when you've discovered your perfect partner and how to demonstrate you are the one for them. And fall wonderfully in love with yourself, the partner you attract, and your life. First, we're going to set the stage and put you in the right frame of mind. This is going to be fun. So, The mind is where the journey begins. Most people get stuck in a continuous cycle of dating, being disappointed, and then deciding to be alone until the pain of loneliness is so depressing, they decide to try again. But they approach dating the same way that they have in the past. How will you convince someone to love you? How will you get them to not stop thinking about you? How will you trick and manipulate them to fall in love with you? And when they break up with you, how will you get them back? No. Relationships don't need to be based on tricks and manipulations. Set the foundation for the right relationship at the start and invite someone to love genuine you. The rest of the relationship is easy and enjoyable because someone authentically loves you for you. Okay, here we go. Step 1 of 5. I guess I give you 10. When you know what you're looking for, it's easier to find. Do you know how your image of an ideal relationship is formed? Would you like to hear my thoughts on it? Many of us grow up with a fantasy of a dream come true relationship based on someone else's ideas of what we should want. But the right relationship for you doesn't have anything to do with fairy tales, Hollywood romantic comedies, what your friends and family want for you, or even what you wanted for yourself when you were younger. The right relationship for you is the one you feel comfortable, safe, and inspired by. Who you can be yourself with, who is the same with you. To develop your relationship strategy to attract the right relationship to you, the most important steps are to ensure you're in alignment with where you're at in life, your values and priorities. Knowing who you are now helps you clarify who you'd like to invite into your life. Having hobbies, locations, and activities in common is wonderful, but it's having aligned core values that makes for an enduring love. Learning about yourself will help you understand what relationship you're seeking to attract. So, if you were going to take a gander or a guess, what do you think the biggest relationship challenge is that you have right now? And what would be your relationship dream come true? This is all about you, so let's highlight some details about who you are and what you're about. I call the first magic step the lifeline of your relationship arc. This is an indicator of where you are in life and what you want out of the rest of it. Where are you at? Finding an intersection with the person you'd like to attract into your life is a key to starting a relationship in alignment. Consider your chronological and emotional developmental age to determine what you would like out of life and how a partner will intersect in such a way you'll be sharing common goals. Reflect on what you seek in relationships at different stages of your life. This may not be age-related. This will help you determine what you want out of life and who to invite into it to support your success and theirs. What are you looking for in a partner? Are you looking for your person to have fun, share your lives together, create a home? Are you interested in welcoming children into your life, expanding your family? Are you seeking a companion who has potential to become so much more? Or capacity based on what they've already experienced in life? Are you primarily searching for your partner to share life's adventures? You don't want to die alone. These are different points on the lifeline of your relationship arc. Discovering you and your partner agree on what you want out of life will start the whole relationship in agreement. Step 2. Will you recognize your perfect partner, or might you let them slip by? How do you keep the wrong people from invading your island and invite the right person in to share your world? What's been blocking you from a relationship like others are enjoying? When you're searching for your enduring love, you will want someone who's in harmony with the way you see life. Too often, people seek lower priority items first, and then they're surprised when the relationship shifts out of alignment. They were good looking and had a great career, were tall, convenient, in your class. You worked with them. Your parents approved. Let's take a trip in the Wayback Machine. When you were born into this life, you brilliantly learned how to gain support to help you satisfy your needs, including when you're hungry or thirsty, tired, hot or cold, need care, love, or stimulation. 7 things. As you grow, you learn to become responsible for taking care of your own needs and happiness. Self-confidence, degree to which you trust in yourself and your ability to deal with challenges, solve problems, and engage successfully with the world, and your self-worth, that recognition that you are a valuable human being who is worthy of love. If you continue to outsource these responsibilities, your self-confidence and self-worth decrease, resulting in a sense of feeling unlovable or not enough. Being with the wrong partner is like seeking approval from someone outside of yourself and outside your core value system. Knowing your top values and complementary values of someone you would like to invite into your life will help maintain relationship alignment. This second step is about discovering your core values and the values of the person you'd like to invite into your life. Are you relationship ready? Come on, we got a little video going here. So, my question to you is, when you dive into the dating pool, do you know that you're relationship ready? And can you identify other people who are relationship ready? Or are you going to get mixed up with someone who may drag you down with them? Because when you are relationship ready and you know that you can partner with someone who is also relationship ready, that's how you have a fulfilled, loving, healthy relationship. So here are the core values, and all the decisions that you make are based on your core value system. So as you screen through these, and you can take time to do this on your own, or I can share this list with you, take a look. Which of these priorities are so important to you because you make all of your decisions based on these core values? And I have a little bit more of this list. And here's the thing. If you can choose your top 5 core values, 5 is the magic number here, isn't it? Then go through this list again and evaluate the core values of someone you would like to invite into your life, because that's a little bit different. And the big question I have is, why would you seek approval from someone outside of your core value system? That does not make sense, although sometimes it does happen. So you can use these values to come up with appropriate open-ended questions to use when you're curious and getting to know someone, to see what kind of values they have. And it will demonstrate your authentic interest in them and discover if they've got complementary core values to your own. So that's a super secret good tip. So here we go. Are you ready? Step 3. This one's going to surprise you. Are you ready? The next priority is to evaluate family, faith, finance, physical, frequency, which is the wavelength, energy level, you know, how much they like to go hiking or skydiving, or if Netflix and watching movies is a better option, their lifestyle, their career, hobbies, and community, and their intellectual connection. So when you're clear about who you're looking to invite into your life, you will be able to identify them when they show up. You don't want the relationship to pass you by. The first activities are planned to provide you with clarity as to who you are at this time of your life and who you'd like to become. The intention of going through this process is to help guide you to a clarified version of who is in an aligned fit with you, and that you would help them achieve their goals and they would help you achieve your goals. So this is how you build a relationship where you maintain your independence and you become something more as a partnership. So whether you're attracting people organically or in the real world, or using online dating apps to invite them into your real world, are you picking the right people to choose from? And I have a surprising trick to figure out your dating strategy. Are you ready? They say how you do one thing is how you do everything. And I don't necessarily believe that to be true. However, we may gain some insight into a deep-rooted strategy of how we go about something. So let's try this on. How do you shop for a significant purchase? A house, a car, a special occasion article of clothing, a vacation, or a couch. In no way is this a suggestion that you're purchasing the right relationship for yourself. Rather, we tend to fall back on reliable strategies. Review your significant purchase strategy and see if it fits that you use similar method to finding a partner. And are you looking for the Bugatti, or are you looking for a vehicle that could hold all of your friends, your family, and your stuff? Step 4, know how to confidently navigate intimate relationships. The rules of engagement have changed, and so has navigating obstacles. Realize relationship success to love your love life. All relationships go through a similar cycle, from chemistry to casual to committed. When the relationship is new, it's like the chemistry phase. Everything is novel and exciting as you get to know one another and share experiences. It seems like everything's euphoric and lined up between you and your partner. As you get to know one another and share experiences together, you move through to the casual phase of the relationship. In this phase, you look forward to knowing how your partner will respond to things. You'll also enjoy anticipating what will be expected and routine. This builds a deeper relationship as you synchronize and appreciate the everyday in the relationship. There's another aspect to the casual phase. This is the stage where we start to identify behaviors and traits we don't care for in our partner. This is when we decide to distance ourselves from someone because the core values are not aligned, philosophical views are inconsistent, or you simply grow in different directions. If these are not red flag deal breakers, then the green light moves and the relationship goes into a deeper, more committed relationship. But let's talk for a moment of how does your brain figuring out that there may be a problem in the relationship? Because what happens if someone stays in a relationship where they're dimming their own light and compromising what they really want in life? It's a lot like the Thatcher effect. And what we see here, for example, is beautiful Adele. And your brain is filling this picture out so that you feel comfortable looking at it. And that's what we do with relationships. They may be exactly who they are, but in our minds, they have the potential to be exactly who we want them to be. But in reality, that's not true. I say a cat is a cat. That is that. Don't expect them to be something other than that. So this is that same picture turned upside down. And we're like, oh, my brain fixed that so it was more comfortable to look at. That's what's happening when you're in a relationship that is probably not the right fit. Then you're out of alignment. And the biggest reasons for that is someone is feeling like they're not enough, or they're made to feel they're not enough, or they just feel unlovable. So let's put beautiful Adele back upside so she can be lovely as we know her, because I know you can find the right relationship. So this is how you screen for the red flags, and you want to screen those so that you find who is not the love connection. Swipe left so you can get to the reason that this person is a love connection. So in summary, the lifeline of your relationship arc: complementary core values, consideration of family, faith, fitness, finance, profession, temperament, frequency, lifestyle, potential or capacity, and intellectual connection. Those all add up to a hazard-free, wonderful relationship. And just as a reminder, your loins are a thermometer, not a GPS. And that's how we align people in a relationship from chemistry to casual to committed? And just because sometimes people ask this, and sometimes this is the hardest way of how do you screen the right one for you? What are the green lights? Here's a list of green lights that my clients have brought to me. Supports your personal growth, practices self-care, self-reflection, long-standing relationships, hobbies, self-sufficiency, spirituality, sense of self, self-assured, self-responsibility. All of those are green light goes when they're in alignment with yours. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your goal is to attract someone who is attracted to the real you. That way you don't need to be someone you're not. No one can maintain an act of being something they are not forever. Your true self will eventually show through. Posing as someone you're not is a surefire way to push a relationship out of alignment when you can't hold up that false front any longer. Present yourself well, make a good first impression. If you are who you say you are from the beginning, your relationship is based on honesty and authenticity. Even the theory of opposite attracts works when you and your partner are at the intersection of your relationship arc. Your personality types have complementary core values, because that's where our decision-making stems from. And if you want to up-level that relationship, there are 3 things: communication, trust, and respect. It will never be possible for you to achieve peace in your relationships without understanding the beliefs that are keeping you stuck. If we keep doing the same thing, we'll get the same result. With the art of relationshiping, you can attract the perfect partner exactly as you are. We heard from Terry. Working with Michelle has changed my relationship with myself and the dating process. She is walking on air, feeling like a teenager in love, she says. Her boyfriend says he feels like he hit the jackpot, and she says he makes me feel like a goddess. Here we go.
I am giving this testimonial for Michelle Hoffman and her most amazing services. So I hired Michelle probably about 1 year and 2 months ago. And the first time I paid her, I had a really hard time with it. I thought, what am I doing paying somebody to help me figure out my relationship status and what I'm doing? And so I started her program, and there were lots of things that I learned about myself. And then a few months in, I tried to hire an assistant and failed miserably in my own attempts. And then Michelle helped me on round 2, and we hired this great assistant for me. And she told me about how relationships kind of, and I've learned they follow a certain cycle, and they all have a lot of things that are similar and in common. And she reminded me that one day when I was dating, that my experience in finding an employee was going to be relevant. I had a hard time believing her, but I think now I can concur. So fast forward, I decided to try some online dating. I'm divorced. I have been for 3 years, and I've been doing the online dating thing for about 8 months and having minimal success. My goal first was to get to the second date, which I got to a couple times. And then my most recent goal has been to get to date number 3. And I mean, I almost got to date number 3 several times, and then it fizzled out, no date number 3. And not because I didn't want it, but it's because the other person didn't want it. So I continued to work with Michelle, and about 10 days ago, I met a man whose last name is Wright, and Wright, aptly known as Mr. Wright. And Mr. Wright has all of the attributes, characteristics, traits that I had identified in my last year plus of pondering and analyzing what relationships I have in my life, what works with them and what doesn't work with them. And I compiled a list, and I had spreadsheets and all these exercise results that Michelle did with me. And then I realized that Mr. Wright checks all the boxes. And so, and he's perfect for me in so many ways. And so even if this doesn't last for a long time. I feel like I have learned so much from Michelle. And for those of you who are starting this process and thinking that's a tough pill to swallow with that price tag, my advice is you get what you pay for. So this is worth every penny that I have spent on it. And I know she's going to raise my rates now, but I strongly encourage you to work with Michelle. It has been life-changing, for real.
Nice. And she is cotton candy in love, and they are merging their families now. You don't always know when it's wrong, but you know when it's right. This client was a widower, and he says, Michelle guided me to love myself enough to find my soulmate. When I found her, I knew immediately she's the one for me, and I knew how to show her I'm the one for her. It's like a warm rain when we are together, said Lisa. It's the first time in my life I can be totally myself without walking on eggshells or being worried about what I say or do. I am utterly myself, and he wants more of me, exactly as I am. I am just floating. Sonia says, I get a second chance to redo my relationship with my children and keep my second husband, a relationship that I really want to enhance. Michelle, when I came to you, I was undiscerning in how to make good choices in my partners. I've come a long way. I never felt equal in a relationship because of my background. This has really empowered me, so I know what I am going to say and do. I act on what's important to me. I'm not afraid anymore of saying it's not a good fit. Thank you for leading me on the quest of self-discovery. And her boyfriend and she travel the world together now. Ready to take the next step? The most successful people in the world have advisors. Your next step, invest in an expert to invest in yourself. How much money have you spent on filling the pain of the gap of loneliness? How many dates have you been on that end up in disappointment? What is living your best life in love with a partner who cares for you worth to you? How much longer will you wait to live your life your way? Do you understand your patterns of behavior? Know your beliefs impact your life experience and how to become aware of them. What would it be worth to you to break free from that forever? What if you could work with someone for just a few weeks and you could never be stuck again? How much would this have transformed your life probably years ago? And when was the last time you invested in a significant aspect of your life? Today, I promised we'd understand what a relationship dream come true is for you, what's been blocking you from a relationship, how to position yourself in the right kind of attractive to attract the right kind of relationship, the quickest way to recognize your perfect partner so they don't slip by, confidently steer clear of the wrong ones, navigate the good ones, attract the high quality attractive person to you, and up-level the right one. Understand what a relationship dream come true is for you so that you can win. The critical components of compatibility are based on the lifeline of your relationship arc, your core values, and as well, we consider how you connect based on your priorities. Will you recognize your perfect partner? You'll know how to attract them, know how to navigate, and you'll have the right kind of you'll be the right kind of attractive to attract the right kind of partner when you invest in yourself. Now you have a choice. You can keep stopping and starting with people, and maybe you'll go on a lucky date until you realize you didn't set up a strong foundation for your relationship and the fireworks fizzle, leaving you feeling worse than ever, year after year. And you will be deeply frustrated with yourself and go back to hiding and not going places you want to go or living your life the way you know you could be enjoying it. Or if you're done with the anxiety of loneliness and ready to really unlock your full potential and live with confidence, then you're a partnership in the right partnership that makes you feel like you won the jackpot. If that's what you want, then here's what I have for you. How can I help? Every week, I set aside a few hours of my coaching slots to counsel prospective clients for free. These spots are very limited. On this call, we'll tackle together whatever your biggest challenges are so you can walk away with a proven, viable game plan to achieve the results that you want. If you like what we develop together and you'd like my support in making sure you get the result that you want, and if I genuinely believe I can help you get it, I'll be happy to share the details around how that would work. But rest assured, this won't be some sort of sales pitch in disguise. It only works if you truly want it. It's completely in your power and up to you. But first, a warning, there is plenty of magic, and I want to be upfront with you. It will require effort and investment of time, energy, and money on your part. You need to be willing to do that. You must be willing to do that. So, who is this for? It's not for everybody. You need to be ready to do the work and really learn how to make the changes that last. I'm not going to ask for a 180-degree change. I don't want you to change who you are. You're perfect exactly as you are. It's a one-click pivot, but you do need to be open enough to hear what I have to suggest. You must prepare to see things from a different perspective, and you must truly want this change in your life. You have more clarity than you've ever had right now. Space is limited. I only have space for 7 people. This offer goes away in 72 hours. The first 3 people who sign up, I will give an additional month of group coaching to. And anyone who signs up in the next hour, if we choose to work together, I will add an extra one-on-one session to that. So how do you schedule that with me? You can either go to, connect with me now, or go to theartofrelationshipping.com and click that Speak with Michelle button and schedule it. And then you and I can spend some time together. Theartofrelationshipping.com, Speak with Michelle. So if you are ready to find love now, I'm ready to help you find it.